And we are there! Gee whiz. Oh my gosh, I'm aware there's like literally nobody here right now. So we'll just wait a couple of seconds before. Do you know what? That camera actually looks a lot better than the other one did. Oh my god! We're less pixelated! Oh my god! Hello everybody. I'm aware that nobody is here yet. That was a ride. That was a rush. So basically, I've had to do something with the laptops. I've got no idea what's happened. I don't know whether like YouTube has upgraded. Jack, hello, hi. Sorry about the confusion. I was literally just saying we had to get rid of the other link, and I had to quickly make another one here. So yeah, that's the reason why it's a little bit late. I can only apologize about that. I don't know whether like YouTube has upgraded, but for some reason on my normal laptop it wasn't happening. So this is my gaming laptop, as you can probably tell by the webcam. It's slightly better. Yeah, so that's the vibe. Happy New Year to you two. How are you both doing? I'm having an anxiety attack. Yeah, so it's been pretty stressful, but we're fine, Jack. We're absolutely fine. We're going to try and see if other people can get onto the stream, hopefully.
I've shared it in the group.
We've sent out correspondence basically saying that we messed up. We're on this one now, so hopefully we can get a few more people in. How have you been, Jack? I hope you've been okay. I hope you've been all good with all your cosplaying. Any cosplay ideas for this year? I know you want to do Toothless at some point. Oh, that's so frustrating. I can't believe it. I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid.
We've got an idea after the stream. We'll have a look at something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a case of I'm just going to need to get like a new webcam or whatever, or I don't know.
Or if you could schedule it on this one, then edit it in that one.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, actually. I might do that instead. I've been working on a new cosplay for a convention in Leeds. Ooh, Leeds! We were meant to be going to Leeds, but the weather was not so good. It was windy. Yeah, it was really, really bad. So we were actually meant to be going to a wedding fair, but it didn't happen. It is what it is.
I think is it the Comic Con Mania? What Monopoly are doing, because they've got one in Leeds. It's the same venue as where the wedding fair was.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, sorry, no apologies. I was literally just having a meltdown to Jack about it. So basically, what happened was I'd obviously done the schedule for the live. So what I usually do is, as you can see, you put yourselves in the live, ready to go. Yeah, cool, awesome. And it was asking me for like a streaming platform that I was using, like information, adding something else on, and so I was having like an anxiety attack, and it was like taking me like a couple of minutes to get a new stream going. So yeah, that's the reason why this has happened. So glad PJ Souls has been announced. This one is very happy as well. Very, very happy. Surprisingly enough, I don't have many guests for the Love of Horror
yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. There is a similar anime convention. I'm gonna absolutely butcher this. I'm sorry. ToshoCon in February. It takes place at Leeds Library. Oh, that's really cute. So it's like small and intimate. That's awesome. I'm just glad we got the stream up and running now. Oh my god!
It's been a busy couple of days.
Today has been the weirdest day ever. We've had such a bizarre day.
Yeah.
So we didn't sleep last night at all. I want to put this like rumor to bed and this idea to bed that when you're a YouTuber, influencer, that like everything is, really nice and really lovely. And
sunshines and rainbows.
And we're in really nice hotels all the time. We're not. It's a lie. The hotel we were at, and I'm not bashing it because of the location, like you did. marginally well with it. He did
marginally well. It could have been a block of flats.
He did well. He did really well.
It was either that or a block of flats.
We were literally in a hotel across the road from King's Cross. So
we saw Harry Potter running to Hogwarts.
We did. He didn't make it.
He went.
Yeah. And honestly, the bedrooms, it was like something from Hostel. Well, that's the hottest hillbilly I've ever seen. Yeah, so it was basically like something from Hostel. Like you had your own little square bedroom, and then and then you go out into the corridor, which was pitch black, might I add. And you had to go to like a really squared in tiny toilet, and then in the next cubicle was the shower, and it was all communal, and oh my god. And the beds were terrible.
We've been in worse.
Yeah, no, we'd absolutely been in worse. Remember when we went into that hotel that had supposed cockroaches?
Yeah.
Not a good time. Anyway, so we didn't sleep at all last night. Like, we didn't sleep much at all.
Didn't sleep on the train.
Didn't sleep on the train because we had this guy.
Well, let's call him Chad.
Yeah, we basically had a Chad behind us who made about 10 different phone calls to 10 different people, retelling the exact same story. And I can tell you the details, because I remember them, of how he got a car from Salt Lake City. I only really remember Salt Lake City because that's where Ted Bundy did all his killings, most of them. And he was like stretching all over his seat. He had his hand over our seat, and I was just like looking at him like, can you be any more alpha dog? Like, what's that guy's name?
Oh, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. I bet he watches like Andrew Tate videos to put him to sleep. So that happened. Like, we had an awful train journey because he didn't understand the concept that you don't have to have all your phone calls on loudspeaker
in a public place.
Yeah. So that happened. Hello, Sophie. That happened, and then we ended up going to a carvery where about 5 different.
Sophie, you'll love this, and Lou will probably tell you more tomorrow.
5 different individual elderly couples looked at us like we were the dirt on their feet.
Or because we were dressed alternatively.
And that wasn't even our worst look.
No.
That's not the most made up I've ever been before in my life.
Hi, Grace.
Hi, Grace. One of them had the audacity. They were literally right in front of us to turn around and go,
multiple times.
I was like, so in the end, I just did the exact same to her. I just looked her up and down and went, Honestly, I don't get it. We just wanted our Toby Carvery, and we just wanted a nice meal instead of being judged by the group of OAPs, essentially. I couldn't believe it. Going up for our food. They were doing it again.
There we go. So yeah, we're doing it right.
Listen,
doing it right.
Look, I'll tell you for something, all right? My nan, who is absolutely amazing, I would kill for that woman. She loves having a goth granddaughter because I'm interesting to talk about at her knitting social circle. And I guarantee you that over half the people that were there, because it was local to my hometown, would have known who my nan was, because everyone seems to know who Valerie Jones is.
Actually, there was someone in the comments who actually says that.
So then we got home, and it was fine, and it was okay. We went to bed for about 3 hours, and now I don't know what time it is. I'm literally doing my tattoo as we speak. Like, I don't know what day it is, what time it is, what's going on. Then my laptop messed up, and I couldn't get the stream on properly. So that was our last couple of days. How are you? How are we all? Yes, causing chaos wherever you go. I didn't mean it. We didn't mean to do it. We just existed. We just turned up.
We just turned up.
I need to keep this family friendly.
But the staff were amazing.
But the audacity of the old people. Fair enough, I had like Baphomet all over my leggings and, my necklace, but
tattoos.
I don't go around slapping their beliefs. Oh, anyway, If you're getting if you're getting aggro from our old biddies for the way you dress, you're doing something right.
That's quite funny because that's when we were pulling in. I said, "Look at all the old biddies that we're going to annoy." I foreshadowed it.
This is the thing. I hate generalising age groups. I really, really do. But they don't help themselves when they all literally turn into the cast from Hot Fuzz.
Just for the greater good.
Dashes them. I don't know.
Last night was great.
Last night was amazing. So if you guys don't know, if you haven't been keeping up to date with the socials, I have so many on the go at the moment. First and foremost, thank you so much to everybody who has become a part of the Facebook group. We've got a nice little hub going on. It's been really lovely. You can't help their decisions to be a walking stereotype. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. I completely agree with you. I'm going to start calling you Milk. If that's okay, Milk. We've got Nerd. I haven't seen Nerd for a while.
No, we've got Slayer.
So Nerd is like our South England correspondents from comic conventions. So we'll go to one, he'll go to another one, and then he'll send us a full report of what's happened. And honestly, I'm living for it. What was
Slayer review?
Slayer as well. What was I saying? Yes. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined the Facebook group. We've got a really nice little hub going now. And
if you're not part of the Facebook group,
why aren't you? That's fine. You can call me Aristo if you like, Lou. The nickname stuck with me like Lou. Yeah, all right. Aristo. I like that. It reminds me of Astarion.
You're obsessed.
Yes, I am. Yeah, so we've got a nice little hub going on. You know, everybody's kind of in the know now. Everybody knows what's going on. Everybody's up to date with information. The only information that is kind of like more on the secretive side is for our Patreons, but that's the way it's always been. This live stream was very difficult because we literally had a 50-50 between Tucker and Dale versus Evil and House of 1,000 Corpses. Hi, Lou, forgot about me. Very rude. I'm joking. I can never forget about you, Aidan. I'm very, very sorry. Yeah, so it was literally a 50-50 between the Patreons, between this and House of 1,000 Corpses. And I put it up on Instagram, and Robert Mukes, who is one of the Firefly brothers, he likes all my stuff. So every time I put something House of 1,000 Corpses related, he will like it.
So for next time, if we do have House of 1,000 Corpses and we... This is actually coming.
He's not pulling it out my butt.
If we do have a House of 1,000 Corpses, imagine if in the chat Robert Mukes turns up.
It could happen. It could happen. I have connections now, apparently. How are you guys doing? Oh, thanks. Tucker and Dale, I watched the other day. Really loved it. Could have done a double feature. Milk, my love. Have you seen how like haggard we are? We could do a double feature. Yeah, all right. I'd be up for a double feature. But we need the numbers for a double feature.
We do need the numbers.
We do need the numbers for a double feature. We've got a nice, healthy group of people at the moment, which I'm really here for. Gareth, I just...
It's not a dressing gown, it's an Oodie.
He lives
I live in it.
In this now, and I can't get him out of it. So
cozy.
I was very surprised when we actually went to see Avatar and he wasn't wearing it.
I wasn't allowed to take it.
No, you weren't. So if we got about 5 different groups of elderly people judging us for just wearing this, can you imagine what they'd say if you'd rocked up to Toby Carvery in this?
Or even worse, if I was walking around central London in this.
You would have been murdered.
Would have been stabbed.
Griffin wants it. Griffin, haven't taken it. Oh my God. I can relate massively. Oh, Peter Griffith. Sorry. I'm an idiot, Grace. As you know, I can only apologise. So we could do a double feature. We were actually thinking about this year doing the charity live stream, which would be a movie marathon. Now we're either thinking the Scream franchise or Halloween. So
the Blumhouse timeline.
The Blumhouse timeline, which I know about. So not the full Halloween trilogy.
No trilogy.
The full Halloween franchise.
Because there's multiple timelines.
I feel like we'd die if we did that. I know the comfort, Gareth. I'm wearing the same one right now. Twins. We can be called the Homer Bush babies. Oh, Kyle, I love you so much. By the way, heard your stories about the elderly couples judging you, and good on you for not giving a flying ostrich. Anyway, flying ostrich. It's all right. You can say it. We're all adults here. Anyway, I sometimes dress alternatively, and I don't care who looks. And they're just as they are, just admiring the look. I feel like that. 100%. I very much. So I pretty much became a goth from like 10 onwards when I was allowed to start buying my own clothes. And let me tell you, the amount of days I got my head kicked in for dressing like this is, yeah, it's another level. It was around the time about the whole Sophie Lancaster incident. Actually, I was in a goth pub and it was on the news, and I remember we all ended up going home in like 2s and 3s because we were terrified that something would happen. It was a lot. So, you know, there is a certain anxiety towards it, but honestly, once you get to a certain age, you really don't care. Like, I think a lot of you will agree. How many Halloween films are there? I lost count. Me too. How many Halloween films are there?
Right, we'll double check with Chris, because Chris has 13.
I think there's like 13 films in the franchise.
Are we counting Season of the Witch? That's the question.
Must be the season of the
witch. So if we're talking about Michael
witch.
Myers, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection, Rob Zombies 2, and then David Gordon Green's Blumhouse ones, which takes it to 12 with Michael Myers.
And then
13 with the Halloween name.
I don't think we could do 13 films. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might demise.
That's why I'm thinking, because if you said Scream, that's 6 movies.
Yeah, I can cope with 6 movies.
But if we start off small and do the Blumhouse timeline, 78, Halloween 2018, kills and ends. There's only 4.
Would people be up for that? So if we did a little one.
Work our way up,
and then we'll do like a massive one. So yeah, I think 4 films. We'll be up for that. If everybody else is up for that, we'll do that. I'll look into, because it'd be for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, so it'd be a charity live stream. I just need to figure out how that works. I know the feeling, dressing alternatively, big metalhead, which is good, but not with some people in. Oh, Kyle, I'm so sorry for your loss. Liverpool, big oof. Walking through the city centre, feel like I have to defend the Oh my God, you have those too. We have those here.
Yeah.
We like to upset them by wearing ghost merch, and you've actually got an upside down crucifix on your.
Well, their band logo.
Well, it's a crucifix, yeah. And I've actually now got a tattoo on the back of my head, which I'm a disappointment to my family anyway. So why not be more of one?
At least it'll be hidden from you.
Didn't hurt.
At least it'll be hidden from your nan.
Yeah, what she doesn't know can't hurt her.
Have you posted it on Facebook?
No. Right. Now, guys, if you're a part of the Facebook group, do not go sharing the tattoo vlog on your individuals, because
your nan will hunt you down.
Valerie Jones will hunt me down. You think I'm scary? My nan is one of the most terrifying entities on this planet. She's practically a cryptid. I've literally lost count. I don't count 3 as I personally don't like it. That's absolutely fair.
If you take Season of the Witch as its own thing, if you take away the Halloween name and just call it Season of the Witch, then it's fine.
It's the same as a lot of horror movies, though. If you change the title of it, like The Shining, for example, since I read the book,
call it Man with Axe.
Yeah, since I read the book, I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. It's nothing like it. seen the people running the Sophie Lancaster Foundation at their trader table at a few conventions. They're so nice and show that they care about Sophie. Yeah, they are, honestly.
You want to do a few things for Sophie
Yeah.
Lancaster Foundation.
So I'll be doing the 5K run at Towers. As you can tell from my physique, I need to work on that. Yeah, so I'll be doing that for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. So if anybody does fancy donating, I would really appreciate it. We speak to them quite a lot at Download Festival, particularly after Sylvia passed away, who was Sophie Lancaster's mum. It was, it was a big shock to all of us, but their mission is so important for alternative people like ourselves and all around the world, and young alternative people. It's so important to spread that message that at the end of the day, we're just people. Yeah. We're just people. I can't see you doing all 13, as you would have to drink coffee so you don't fall asleep. Now, here's the thing.
We don't like coffee.
I don't like coffee unless it's pumpkin. Oh, we could do it in October. I could run down to Coffee One, get a load of pumpkin spice lattes, and just see them off.
Chris, what have you done?
It would be the most unhinged live stream we've ever done. Me on coffee is the worst thing.
She'd never had a pumpkin spice latte until she went to Starbucks and got a large one.
I saw sound. Anyway.
Cameron.
How are you both feeling about the lineup for the Love of Horror so far? Pretty damn good.
I'm liking it.
It's more for you than it is for me, but I'm not upset about that.
You're holding out for Alan Tudyk.
I'm holding out for Alan Tudyk, which is why I kind of wanted to push Tucker and Dale versus Evil, because Alan Tudyk is one of the hottest hillbillies I have ever seen, and I will tell him that.
Aidan, every time a preacher comes up to me, say I'm Jewish, shuts them right up.
So they came to my door once when I was a kid, and I'd somehow managed to acquire a plastic baby. Don't ask me how, it happened. And it got certain doodles on it because, funny. So Mum was like, "Oh, we've got some Jehovah's Witnesses at the door. Do you want to come and say hello?" Hinting. So I brought the plastic baby down with like an upside down crucifix and all sorts on it, and went,
as well.
"Hello," and they went away. It's what you do. It's what you do. Holy crap, I had a fight with one of them for wearing a ghost t-shirt, and obviously my tattoo, they were not happy, but the ghost clergy must be spread amongst the masses. Yeah. Yes, it must. Yes, it must.
Hail Papa.
Hail Papa. Although I'm very upset at the moment because we don't know what's going to happen with Papa 4. He's apparently gone off to Hollywood, and we don't know who's going to be taking the front from now on, which really scares me. Hello, both. Smithy! Hello! I have missed you too. I really have. Smithy is just amazing. He's a regular on our live streams, as a lot of you are now, which is absolutely awesome. He's been there from the beginning, so it's really nice to see you back, Smithy. Well, Lou, when I was a teenager, I used to be a goth, as I enjoyed wearing gothic and dark clothes. I like being a goth because of the fashion choices. Yes. The clothing is beautiful. My one gripe with the goth subculture is how gatekeeperish it can be, because if you speak to some people, they'll say, well, you can only be a goth if you listen to this certain band, and this certain band, and you've been reading gothic literature for this sheer amount of time. It's very frustrating. Kyle, I'm in Florida at the time when it was for the Love Is On, and nearly burst into a murderous frenzy when I saw Tommy Lee going. Then Maddie cried, which you probably remember. Lou, you inspired her cosplay. Yes, I honestly, whenever I'm having a bad day, because some people at my job like to belittle me and make me feel like crap, and I have those moments where I remember and I'm just like, that's freaking awesome. That's awesome. Like, thank you for coming to see us. Honestly, like, a lot of people who came to see us for the Love of Horror and spoke to us, you don't understand how much that's helped me emotionally and mentally, like the both of us.
Yeah, yeah.
The validation and just knowing that people actually give a crap about this, that means something to us. So thank you so much. Like, we're both emotionally stunted, so sometimes if people speak to us and we're like, it's because we don't know how to react. But I cry about it afterwards in a positive way. I do.
That doesn't make it into the final edit of the video.
Well, me cry. Well, you've seen me ugly cry about a million times, so you know I don't feel like you need to see me ugly cry anymore. Oh my God, there's so much going on. If Papa 4 goes, I'll probably be mentally broken.
We will as well.
Me too. Because
I've just worked it out. Being a Ghost fan is like being a Doctor Who fan.
Yeah, no, that's true. I never got over David Tennant. Even when David Tennant came back, I never got over him.
David Tennant was our Papa 3.
Yeah.
Just taken from
that
us.
Day where he left, everything, like my childlike wonder died with him, and I just wasn't happy. Maybe that's when I became a goth.
But at least with Ghost, you know you're still going to have a good time.
Gareth! This is Ramaiden. How do you feel about the Tommy Lee Wallace announcement? Speak!
Excited. Very excited. The man who made the mask.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
That. He created Michael Myers.
Speaking of which, before we continue, we need to start the movie. Otherwise, we're going to be here for a long time. So, before we get started, we're watching Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I've got no idea where you can find it on like Amazon or whatever. If you have got it ready, we're going to do the countdown and then we will continue our conversations. Are we ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. What are you doing?
I did press play.
Oh, it's making a noise. Lovely. Let's continue. Hopefully get to meet you both For the Love of Horror too. Smithy, I know. I want to see you. Got my hotel sorted. Oh my God, there's so much happening. This is what it's like to be wanted. Got my hotel sorted and just need tickets along with my Dina Myers and Shawnee Smith tickets. I haven't bought a single ticket yet. I'm not going to lie.
I have. The only tickets I bought is the weekend. We've
literally bought our entry tickets and that's it. We are so behind at the moment. It's ridiculous. However, we really have to behave. So if any of you see us at For the Love of Horror, you need to come over and say, Lou, are you behaving? Because you've got a wedding.
This is coming from the person who's getting more tattoos.
Listen, I just want to look good in my wedding dress. What can I say? And upset my nan even further. Where are we? Of course, you guys were the highlight. We walked away giddy. Stop! I don't see what you've done. I can't compute it. I don't comprehend that we are ever the highlight of somebody's convention.
We need our own stall there. We need our own table.
Yeah, but we've only got like 1,117 subscribers.
Yeah, but look at the impact we're still having.
Maybe we could get more. Where are we? Lou, don't listen to anyone who tries to belittle you. You're a great person. Aiden, please stop. You're going to make me cry. Who has inspired loads of people, me included, to step out their comfort zone and see that it isn't scary. Just remember that. Dead. Thank you, Aiden. I really appreciate it. We just have a camera and we just go around and we just film ourselves doing things. We're not special. I'll be so excited to meet you guys sooner this year. I've been thinking about who the guests will be at Comic-Con Yorkshire.
With that being in June, I'm surprised they haven't started announcing anyone yet. I think they are working on it, but they haven't finalised any contracts yet.
I don't even know if we're going. I'm not going to lie.
It's the week after download, so
so chances are we're probably not going to be going.
We're going to need to recover.
Yeah. Also, it's very much a case of we're having to look at the different conventions this year and go, which are feasible for us to go to. So
Yeah.
we're definitely going to For the Love of Horror, and we're going to HorrorCon, and that's because and Liverpool, because we've already got tickets booked for those, but also HorrorCon and For the Love of Horror, they're also going to have stalls there that we're going to browse for the wedding, so that helps. I refuse to that's all right, Grace, take your time, no worries. If people want to dock in and out, that's absolutely fine. I will see you soon.
I like that, they just spawn. It's like
my family are NPCs.
You walk around and all of a sudden
Copia with a TARDIS, that's incredibly genius or concerning. Both is good. Cardinal Copier as the Doctor, get that trending. Can you imagine?
That would be a good fandom.
That would be the weirdest Doctor Who season ever. Yes, Gareth, I feel the same. It's insane to me that the man that created such an iconic character will be there.
And his autograph is amazing.
Is it?
His autograph is so cool. If he signs like the Halloween poster, with the knife coming down the rest of the pumpkin, he signs down the blade, like the inside of the blade. And then when it comes to Wallace, the E, he just drags it out.
So he's a little bit like Chucky, help me out.
Well, Brad Dourif's, his autograph's very small, but he decided to paint your axe.
Brad Dourif coloured in my autograph, and I feel very honoured that he did that, because I nearly started crying at his table. It was very overwhelming. So far on the list for the Love of Horror is Michael Berryman, Tommy Lee Wallace, Jenna...
Oh, it's Jenna Kendall.
Catherine
Corcoran from
Terrifier. But gonna get autos this time and no photo ops. See, I've said that if this phone
you guys go camping?
I've said that if they get Tucker and Dale, if they get Alan Tudyk and what's his name? Tyler Labine together, that is the photo op I want. I will be getting that photo op because that is freaking awesome. And the autograph. But that's the only photo op I'll do. I'm not doing any more Terrifier photo ops just because I got a little bit scared with the last one, and it was nobody's fault. It was absolutely nobody's fault. And I'm sure Chris will agree with me on this one. So Lauren Lavera was meant to do a photo op in her golden armor, but because it was waiting at customs.
It got held up in customs, yeah.
It just didn't happen. Now, don't get me wrong; she looked absolutely gorgeous.
And
like
you got the
on the
difference
day,
refunded.
And I got the difference refunded. Like Monopoly events are so good at that, but I don't know. I just I'm a little bit nervous about that now. Hello, where are we at? Chris? I only got standard weekend tickets so far. Us two.
Yeah, you've got access.
I've got access because I'm emotionally stunted.
So that should mean this year, because we lose access, we'll be able to fly through guests. We'll have more time to speak to people.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Like I feel really bad because people want to talk to us, even though I don't know why, because I'm literally the human embodiment of a trash panda.
Just remember what Kyle said.
Thank you, Kyle. And yeah, so it just, we had a lot to do.
Yeah.
For the Love of Horror. So this is my first time watching Tucker and Dale. Smithy.
We are shocked.
I'm
but not
shocked.
Appalled.
I am. We're joking.
Say that about Smithy?
I will never slander Smithy. I would love to go to HorrorCon, but still not sure about the ticket price. 30 quid each. That has gone up.
It has gone up.
It is a bit ridiculous. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Just because...
I was a bit surprised seeing how much it is compared to last year, and especially because of the experience we had last year.
Yeah, that was a bit...
how much it is. I mean, but then again, we want to have a look at the stalls and see... I want to see Kane Hodder. And I reckon also John Cassier's going, the Crypt Keeper.
I'd love to meet John Cassier.
Oh, I'd love to talk to him about how he got involved with Ice 9 Kills.
Can you imagine if we could get him to do the intro for the YouTube channel? That'd be sick. The Crypt Keeper
Well,
introducing
he does
Lucifer.
have cameo. He does have cameo.
I might ask him, I might ask him. Gareth, how were you meeting Nick Castle? Because I walked away nearly crying.
I think I was the same, to be honest, because I gave him one of my spray paintings.
That's the most emotional I've ever seen you with a guest.
With
and
Nick, with Nick and James.
I'm so glad that Tom filmed that for us because that was so special.
Kyle, if you go onto the Facebook group after the live, I will post the video that Tom filmed for us.
Yeah.
Of me giving one of my paintings to Nick Castle.
That was so
James
special.
Courtney.
That really was.
So that'll go up after the live.
Yeah, we'll do the thing. We'll absolutely do the thing. I got 2 autographs from Brad and not one. Did he colour? Yeah, I don't know. It's probably because I'm an emotional wreck and people feel sorry for me. So I think I don't want to say this is a cheat code because that's not fair at all. I'm a very emotional person when I meet guests because they mean so much to me.
Should have seen her last night with Avatar.
And because of that, sometimes they like to do little things for me to cheer me up. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to do it for everybody. I think it massively depends on the guests' vibes, the feelings, whatever. Bearing in mind, his queue was ridiculous. Like Brad Dourif's queue was horrendous.
And I think he's a naturally quiet individual.
Yeah, he really is. Like, please don't ever think that I get special treatment because I don't. These people don't know me. I'm pretty much the same as the next person who's been before me. Sometimes I say that, this is why it's so important to have like your questions ready and all that jazz ready, because if you get a really good conversation going, sometimes they might add that into the autograph. So for example, when I met Nick Frost, I needle felted a mini Ed for him from Shaun of the Dead. And because of that, like, that had an impact on our interaction. So he actually wrote on the autograph, like, thank you so much for the doll. My wife is going to use it as a voodoo doll and kill me with it. Like, nobody else has got that autograph because it's individual to me. So, it's circumstantial. Also got a belly rub from Don Shanks.
Don was great. He was great.
How did you manage that?
It wasn't with the scythe, was it? That was his idea to use the scythe.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually.
It's his idea.
Sorry to ask you, Lou, but do you have Messenger? I only respond to my friends on there as I don't do much social media. So this is the vibe at the moment. I put out a post about it on my Patreon, actually, just because Patreon, like, it's a bunch of really close-knit people and it's become such a massive support group. Not saying that that's not the same for everybody else. Like, we all have a really awesome time. So with my socials, this is why I've put up the Facebook page, and this is why I've got my Instagram, and this is why I'm hopefully going to work on doing a business email, just because my life at the moment, social wise, is very overwhelming, and I've been warned that as this kind of things get bigger, it might not be feasible to accept people on my personal Facebook just because of safety reasons. Like, there's been a lot going on recently in regards to safety, and it's kind of shaken me up a little bit. So yeah, the best way to message me is via my Instagram or through the Facebook group. And if you don't know where that is, if you go on Facebook, it's literally Loucifer, and then you can message on there. Lovely. Where are we? This is my first time. Yeah, no, I've already judged you, Smithy. I've not watched Tucker and Dale, and I don't know if I want to. Kyle, when I met him, I walked away shaking and lightheaded. I feel like Nick Castle and James Courtney are like the daddy of... Now, hear me out. So you know how people fangirl and they get weak in the knees? I have never seen a group of fully grown men all fangirling like little children.
And I was one of them.
Because of Nick Castle and James Courtney.
And I was one of them.
I witnessed all of you. You're all having your moments. And I'm just saying, if you think that James Dew Courtney and Nick Castle are daddy, you can think that James Dew Courtney and Nick Castle are daddy, because they are. I haven't seen Tucker and Dale 2. I need to collect some more horror films on Blu-ray. Yeah, so I really like Tucker and Dale.
It's
and
different.
It is massively different, because it's all about the horror of miscommunication
and misunderstanding,
which is really bloody funny, because, you know, in a stereotypical horror movie, the hillbillies are always the ones that are like
Hills Have Eyes.
Hills Have Eyes, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're always seen as the bad people, and Tucker and Dale versus Evil puts a spin on that, and I just really enjoy that. Also, I think Alan Tudyk is really hot, so, you know, it is what it is. He saw my this is the belly rub story. He saw my Michael shirt and he ripped open my jacket and stripped the print and said this needs to be a show. So I basically got a belly rub from a serial killer.
That is a story.
That is a story.
That is a good story.
That's an awesome story, actually. It's like I said, you know, it's... Oh, I hate this guy. When you meet a guest, it absolutely depends on the vibe you bring to the table. If it can depend on what you're wearing, like if you bring a gift, if you don't bring a gift, if you've got a question to ask, it's completely circumstantial. So, you know, my best advice, and I really want to make this into a sticker. So if anybody anybody wants this, please let me know, because I've got it ready. So my mum said to me when I started going to auditions, because I'm an actor,
artiste,
everybody
craps, defecates,
and that
drops the log.
That piece of advice has got me through so many auditions, meeting so many guests, because it makes you realize that they are just quintessentially people. And as someone who suffers really badly with anxiety, that really helps. So for example, yesterday when we went to meet Avatar, like I was really bad. They were freaking awesome. They were so cool. I was really bad yesterday. Like, it almost got to a point where it's like, I can't do this. I can't do it. But it's having that mantra of everybody. Like, it really helps me. So if people do want that as a sticker with Loucifer, with everybody craps underneath, but obviously what I mean.
You wanted it on a t-shirt as well.
I wanted it on a t-shirt, but I was going to make it into a sticker where it was like the poo emoji and some like little devil horns on top of it. I was going to make that into a thing. Also, we're hoping to do a little bit of a rebrand next month, a little bit of a gorier rebrand next month. Because I don't know if... So I did this thing because I was really bored. Gareth went off to see Slaughter to Prevail. I made skin gloves. And I don't know why. But then I was like, I could do something with this. So I'm going to do that thing. I tried to explain the plot of Tucker and Dale to Maddie, and her face screamed, why would somebody make that? I'll get her to watch it eventually. Get this on record. Maddie, my love, my sweet summer child, please watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It would make my day. Hopefully that'll convince her. I hope. I totally understand. I've been afraid to use social media because of some dodgy people on there, and also some people think they can be famous by showing off. No offense to anyone out there. No, I completely get that 100%. I'm more of a face-to-face person than on the internet. Yeah, it's...
Best thing to do is what I've done with that social media is just turn everything onto private. Then you can decide who you let into your life.
I've been very fortunate with the people. So a lot of the people that I have got friends now who have been with us from the very beginning of the journey. So Grace, Chris, a few other people, like they've been with me from the beginning. And I've been very fortunate that I've had a lot of really positive interactions. I've grown relationships with them. Dean of the Dead as well. You'll see him a lot in our vlogs. Tina and Baz from the Shore.
Team Roguemeister.
You know, we've developed really close relationships. But it's I've also had experiences where people have tried to reach me on social media and I've accepted them naively and they've just made my life a living hell. And it really sucks because it ruins it for the majority of people. So that's why we've made the Facebook group, so then we can make that community and we can see everybody's messages, we can see everybody's comments, and because we're both admins, we can respond to you guys in good time as well. Because I don't know about you, but there's nothing worse than commenting on something thinking, oh yeah, this is a really nice thing to say, we can get a conversation going, and then you just never get a response back. Like, I hate that so much. Where are we at?
Aiden.
Here we go. Yeah, I 100% agree, because when I met Elliot Fulham, I brought one of his records, oh my God, to sign. And he was so overwhelmingly happy that he wanted a picture with me for his Instagram. It's the little things. I completely agree with you, Bab. I completely agree with you. I will tell you the plot of Tucker and Dale tonight. Don't you worry. You told me this and it helped me so much. I love it. Yes, Grace, it's because of you that I want to make it into a sticker. So we'll see. We'll see if we get the interest for it. Thank you, Lou. She heard your telling and she said maybe. I hope so. I think this community is probably one of the best I've had the privilege to be a part of. And Stop! I'm so emotional right now. A part of, and Lou, say the word to me, and me and Maddie will sharpen our spears and go on the hunt. So far, it's been okay. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. No worries. Enjoy your cup of tea for me. I wish I got a cup of tea as well. I'd buy the sticker and put it on my guitar. Oh, okay. You are.
Look what you're doing.
So this is what my. Oh my God.
Told you. I keep telling you.
Aiden, stop trying to make me cry. You are the highlight of the horror community. You are a highlight of the horror community. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's really special for you to say. Oh my Christ. This is why I want to do this. This is why I've been in such a rut recently. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, but the subscriber count at the moment is so stunted. I've been on 1,617 for the last 3 weeks, and every now and again it will go up by 2 and then go back down. And honestly, like, I've been in such a freaking rut with it. It's been
Kyle's bringing Maddie into the
ridiculous. And Mum coming on, she'll definitely. Don't make me cry, Maddie, please, for the love of God. It's already happening. Lou, everyone here loves you, and many others who just don't know it yet. I'll stop making you cry now. No, Maddie!
There's Maddie.
Oh, you are an angel. Honestly, you'll get there. I'm really trying, girl. I'm really trying. If you guys are interested, there is a sci-fi 12-hour marathon in Birmingham in February going myself, and it's going to be a hoot.
We're busier for most of February. You've got February half term.
Oh yeah, I have. Woo, perks of working at a theme park, am I right?
But think of the wedding.
I don't want to be a pirate.
But think of the wedding.
Yes, no, it's true. It's true. I literally have no money at the moment, and it is disgusting. I'm going for afternoon tea with my best friend tomorrow, and I'm just like, I can't afford this, but I really need to.
Sophie might still be in the. She might still be
good.
watching.
I hope she is. The warning was placed. I did my role. Best pirate that ever was. You know what? I'm a really good pirate.
You're a very good bar woman.
I am a very good bar lady. So for the last couple of years, I've literally been like a bartender pirate. And I don't know if they're trying to say something, but yeah, I've been a bartender. So, the plot of Tucker and Dale versus Evil, for anybody who's interested, it's basically about two hillbillies that go up to a cabin because it's like their holiday home. They bought a holiday home, which is really wholesome. But then these college kids are going into the woods at the same time, and there's a bunch of misunderstandings. Like the kids think that the hillbillies are evil, but this is really funny. But then they're not. But then, due to circumstances, the kids keep dying around them, but it's not the hillbillies' fault. And oh my god, it's brilliant. And Alan Tudyk is just so hot in this. I can't even. When you said pirate, I can always think of the lazy. Yes, Smithy. You are a pirate.
Or the Ailstorm version.
Yeah, no, that is pretty cool. I do really enjoy that one. It's enjoyable, but it's doing the same thing over and over and over again. Just it's you should be sorry, Smithy. I'm triggered forever. And that one, what's it called? There once was a ship that went to
sea shanty.
That sea shanty is at one of the stops, and it plays every 30 seconds because we've got guests that have got to do this treasure hunt. And oh my god, I feel like Jack Torrance. I could.
All work and no play makes Lou a dull
pirate. I could start a murder spree. I could do that. I might do that. Who knows? You know, it's 2024. I'm going through my villain arc. It's fine. Brother has just walked into the room and he's begging me to say hello from him. So hello from Harry. Hello Harry.
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry. I bet he gets that so many times. And
no, Smithy, you're staying in the room.
You will stay in the room. Your Lord and Saviour commands it. Do you know what would make this really good? A cup of tea. That would make this amazing.
You're hinting.
No, I'm being good. I know how you feel. I work in... Oh, sweetie. I work in retail and all I hear is Sweet Caroline 6 hours a day. Why Sweet Caroline?
What kind of retail?
I have the entitlement. I have the entitlement to be the next Patrick Bateman. You absolutely do, honestly. Hey guys, Rue says blah blah blah, which translates to "Ayo." Blah 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 blah. I don't think that's offensive. My baby talk is off. He's not even a baby anymore. He's growing up too fast. So if you don't know what I mean, Ash is one of our good friends, and they've got a child, and he's just wonderful, but he's growing up too much, too fast. It's the national anthem of the shop, unfortunately. He's now crying in the corner. Sorry. It's the national anthem of the shop. What shop is this?
It sounds like you want to go.
I want to. I personally am a connoisseur of Sweet Caroline. So we've said that's going to be on the wedding playlist because it brings me back to my uni days where I made terrible life choices and I was a crippling alcoholic. And then you came along. Thank you for saving me. What else have we got planned?
Home bargains.
I'm back now.
We've got a home bargains.
Home bargains? Are you serious? Sweet Caroline is the anthem for home bargains. Oh my god, that's incredible. Aristo, I can't believe it. I've literally just done the plot for Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Right, so to recap, the plot for Tucker and Dale versus Evil is, it starts off, it mainly focuses on the teenagers. These teenagers are going camping in the woods, like most horror movies are, but they happen to be going at the same time as these hillbillies.
Maddie, have you just become a Patreon? Speak! No!
So while Lou recovers from this, I shall carry on. And then the whole plot revolves around a series of misunderstandings, both from the teenager's point of view and the hillbilly's point of view, and it is absolutely hilarious.
Alan Tudyk's hot.
It turns the horror genre on its head.
So, Maddie, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to find you. I'm going to kiss you multiple times because I'm a raging bisexual. Then kiss Kyle, and then kiss you a little bit more.
And I'm just going to stand there.
And Gareth is going to stand there.
And be like, hi.
That's what's going to happen. So, I'm ready, gal, me too. I feel like I should have like a little bisexual flag just in the corner, like ready to smooch when you are.
What? Just have that
Yes.
rave music that we had at the end of Creeper.
Yeah. For anybody who didn't know, I'm bisexual and Gareth is bi-curious. And if anybody's homophobic, I'm going to have to kill you. Yeah. So Maddie, what's going to happen is I will send you both Lou, she's on the couch next to me. More than welcome, Gareth. I'll have a crew waiting for you, buddy, so we can stand in the corner together. I like to think we'd make a sexy couple. So what I'll do is I will message you individually on Patreon. I'm going to need your address, your mother's maiden name. No, your address, so I can send you your welcome package and I can send you things throughout the year, and then we can get you initiated.
You need to start the birthday stuff
with a blood sacrifice. Yes, the cards have arrived now, so I can consistently whack those out for people, which is nice. Jade, hello, my darling. I miss you too. Rue's not crying, haha. He's playing with his cards. Why is he not paying attention to me?
Because he's a child.
Next time on Lou crying because people are nice to her. Yes, it's true.
That'll be the charity live streams.
How many times can we make Loucifer cry? For every time she cries, we donate £5. Please don't do that. Oh my gosh. I will get my blood ready, as you should, Maddie. As you should. Where are we at? You've officially joined the dark side, Maddie. You have. It's true. But it's really nice because what that means is you now get like a kind of behind the scenes shindig going on. I was just about to make that joke. 1 cry equals £1. It's like a crap version of 1 prayer, 1 like equals 1 prayer. And I hate that so much. £1,000 a minute. So is that I have to cry for a minute and I get £1,000? Honestly, I'm that emotionally messed up. I will do that. I will cry for you all if that's what you want. I will cry for you. Where were we going with this? What were we talking about? What's going on?
If you're watching along, this is brilliant.
Oh, yeah, this bit. Oh my God. This is the bit. Oh my God. Anyway, short and sweet visit from me tonight. I'm off to dye Gemma's hair. Wish her luck. Peace and... Ash, what are you doing dyeing people's hair?
Well, you did it with Paul.
That was very funny.
Here we go. It's just so good.
It's horrible.
It's so
Once you've watched this movie, you'll never look at a wood chipper ever again the same way. Where's the donate button? I will donate 10 of my British pounds. I hate...
Speaking of the devil, here he is.
Paul! Sorry. I need to read it how he's said. I love my blonde hair.
No, actually, I lobed my blonde
I
hair.
lobed. There's so much. Guys, stop messaging. There's too many. We love a good reaction from Lou when watching horror films. What was it? Was it Terrifier 2? So if you haven't watched Terrifier 2, first of all, why? there's a scene in Terrifier 2, and it's classified as one of the most like goriest, over the top, horrendous scenes. And I was just sat on the couch like this. Gareth was laughing at me. Everybody in the chat was going, "Why are we watching this? This is horrendous." And I was like, I don't know.
Carla being scarred for life.
Carla, one of our precious Patreons, was scarred for life. And then we all, yes, Aidan, the bedroom scene, we all laughed at her, but then she went quiet for a really long time. So we thought we broke her.
And then she'd unsubscribed.
And then she'd unsubscribed.
Like, this is a terrible community.
This is how we initiate people in to the Loucifer fandom. You have to watch the bedroom scene from Terrifier 2. Lou, tell Maddie if she keeps making checks if our potatoes are cooking. Take me away from the lie. Look, people have got to eat, all right. And if you want those potatoes to be like soft and fluffy, you need to keep checking them. I ain't gonna call Maddie out for that. You know, you need to have a good spud, a good potato. Scouse Draconian. Paul, you're literally giving me like a brain hemorrhage right now.
It's going to
Scouse Draconian Malfoy.
Yeah, he corrected to Draco.
I would pay so much money for a Scouse Draco Malfoy.
Going to Maddie. Yes, we went to watch Markiplier when he came on tour in 2017. Early 2018. Early 2018.
We were massive Markiplier simps at that point, and I just don't know where that time went, and I don't know what happened, but here we are. Now we're doing our own YouTube thing. Wild.
Mr. Fishback, we're catching up to you.
He's hot. His forehead is strangely large. It's a big forehead. There's a lot of laughing going on. I'll donate 1 whole schmeckle. That's like 2 whole 50 micro. Are we starting to go into the microtransactions now? Jesus Christ. And then we're going to start going onto the dark web, and then we're going to start doing mystery dark web unboxings, and then people are going to be coming after us, and then we're going to have like children's clothes everywhere, and it's a slippery slope. Don't do the dark web. I love some bleach. Now I'm because then Aidan is underneath with bedroom scene, and then Terrifier 2 must have been terrifying, lol.
We're catching up.
So this is why I'm like, does the bleach correlate with the bedroom scene or with Paul's hair?
Both. It could be both.
Exactly. That's why I was thinking. When Maddie made me watch Terrifier 2, Sweet Caroline never bothered me. I was too busy dry heaving over the scene in work.
I'm probably one of the only ones in the world that can comfortably eat food whilst watching that scene.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you. So when I was a kid, I used to have night terrors that were exactly like that scene, and I don't know what that says about me. I'm emotionally damaged. I love bleach being poured on my wide open scalp. Delicious. Paul Kirsty, hello. Paul's distracted by killing things in Power World, so can't type. So this Power World is basically Pokemon with guns.
And I think Pokemon are taking them to court.
I knew it. I said so. My favourite Markiplier video was when he played Skate 3 and Goofball. My favourite Markiplier video was the game that he couldn't finish, and he just went full on rage mode.
Which what was it?
It was the underground one with the mole people, and he went absolutely ballistic, and it was brilliant.
I thought you were on about getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
Was that the bite of 87?
And that was us when we watched Five Nights at Freddy's. Which could be on next month's list because it comes out this week. It comes out next week.
We have had a doozy of a day. So with our Patreon next month, Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be on the list. Now, listen to me. I'm going to do 3 movies as I usually do. However, I like to think my Patreons can read the room. They know what I want. Please pick Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm begging you. You watch. Nobody's going to pick it, and everyone's going to pick another option.
Let's have a look. What could they pick?
So I'm going to... I'm not putting Repo the Genetic Opera up there because I made Gareth watch that and he didn't know how to deal with that. It was a moment. It was basic. If you haven't seen Repo the Genetic Opera, it's Saw but musical. And it's as amazing as it sounds, but honestly, he didn't cope. Paul, who are you calling daddy? Jesus Christ, this chat is thirsty. He's redacted it.
I think you put it in the wrong chat. You know when you send a message to someone by mistake.
Daddy. Oh God, I've got to catch up. I'm so sorry. Me as well, Gareth. My arms being split open from my hand wakes me up in the morning. Oh. Aiden, stop. Yes, exactly that. So he's playing it whilst he can. I'm doing a Pokemon cosplay. It's
Guzma
from Pokemon Sun and Moon. You'd probably know that better than me.
Potentially. My knowledge just stems to Pokemon.
I am not a Pokemon connoisseur, I'm afraid, my love. You
were Yu-Gi-Oh, weren't you?
I was Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm sorry. I was that person, unfortunately. Autocorrect will be the bane of me. Where am I at? Here we go. Can we include Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory as a horror film?
I mean, the Gene Wilder version, yeah.
Technically, it is a horror film because you never see the kids come back. They killed those children. They killed them.
Well, there's chocolate.
Tell you what.
Yeah, there's chocolate.
For one of the months for the movies, I'm going to put up the most unhinged 3 movies I can find that can be classified as horror movies, and one of them will be Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So yes, we can watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory if you want, Smithy. We can do that for you. FNAF is my favourite thing in the world, so I will definitely be voting for FNAF. Yes, very good. I will be picking Five Nights at Freddy's. Very good, Chris. Very good. Imagine a FNAF situation, but in Madame Two Swords, a wax figure and Jeremy Kyle crawling through the vent.
That's essentially House of Wax.
And you've got, oh God, what's the runner? Who's the runner? You know, the really thin one.
Oh, Mo Farah.
Mo Farah running down the corridor like Foxy. That would be incredible. I would love that so much. Where are we at? Oh my God, there's so much going on. This is the most active we've ever been. Five Nights at Freddy's will be 10.
The franchise will be 10 years old this year. I
feel a little bit sick. Thanks for that, Aristo. Really appreciate that. I feel very old. Like Maddie says, I feel old. Autocorrect will be the bane of my life. Don't worry. It's when you want to write
the F word.
And it just keeps coming up. Ducking. I have never once...
No, you have a safety on.
You can't just shoot yourself in the head. I will never mean ducking. Where are we at? By the end of the scene, she looked like a wax model from Madame Tussauds. Can you stop, please, Aiden? We're still going on about the bedroom scene. Jade, I don't know what you're saying yay to, sweetie.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes, okay. I really hope we pick Five Nights at Freddy's because I love it so much. I almost decided to make a Yugi cosplay. Oh, wow. I know someone who made the costume. She knows, she's known as Cha-Chan on YouTube. Oh, okay. I might have a look at that, actually. Wonka, Ben 10 Race Against Time and Saw 7.
I mean, Wonka, yeah.
Aiden, that's so unhinged. I hate that.
Poisoning people by chocolate.
It's got to be the original 1971 version. Oh, yeah, definitely. Deborah! Hello! You've come to a really unhinged chat tonight. I can only apologise. I will pick FNAF. Yes, you will, Jade. Yes, you will. I've been recommended 5 across...
5 across the eyes for horror.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Please let us know. Can you please... Oh, Kayla, hello. Can you show us where you keep your signed picture and that, please? And how do you display them? Yes, we can. Okay, I'll stop. Haha. No, you won't, Aiden, because I know what you're like as a person.
Here we are. So this is an exam. This is one of my folders. I've got 3.
I'm just voguing it up for you guys.
So the company who make this is a company called Itoya. The store I get them from is Wilcox and Cowling. And that's the website.
And that's on Amazon, isn't it?
They used to be on Amazon, but not anymore.
Okay.
But you can get them off their website. It's a UK shop. And this is the perfect size for displaying all the autographs. Perfect sizing. So these are for the 8x10s.
Sorry.
Hang on, let's get to
This is Thirsty Hour, starring
Vikings.
Where are the rest of them?
I've been moving them around. And then our latest one from Avatar. So yeah, I hope that helps. So that's normal one. I've got horror.
What can I say
wrestling.
except you're welcome? Where are we at? Aiden will never stop, and he said, correct, I'm a bad person. How much are they?
About
hello,
11,
guys.
about 11 pounds. Something like that. 11, 12 pounds.
Can you show it further? Okay, I'll stop. I will be bringing my purple guy to For the Love of Horror too. Well, if you come and meet us, we'll get you in the start of the vlog because we love getting cosplayers at the start of the vlog.
Yeah. To the point where people are now actively hunting us down to do it.
Don't make it sound like that. We love you all dearly, but please don't hunt us down. Do you guys think there's a spring lock kink in the dark web?
I mean,
you don't need to go to the dark web for that kink, I'm afraid.
I mean, Hostel exists.
Yes. Not that I know that personally. Not that I know that.
Oh, he's actually making the Pinocchio movie.
What is going on?
That is cool. So you know how Pinocchio is coming into the public domain, like Winnie the Pooh? And they're doing a Pinocchio horror movie.
So I watched a Pinocchio short, a Pinocchio horror short, and it was the most horrific thing I've ever seen in my life. So they did like some kind of blood sacrifice to bring this wooden boy to life, and then his dad was knocking at the door to try and get Geppetto and be like, you killed my son. And then Pinocchio had risen from the grave, and he was like, Daddy, why don't you love me? And then he started chasing Geppetto, and then he became this wood monster, and then he ate Geppetto, and then he got Geppetto's eyes, and it was really weird.
Is that the plot of the new film?
It was messed up.
But I didn't sleep. I was just saying because Aiden said that his dad's mate is making the movie.
That is very exciting.
Deborah could do a good weird chat. Oh, sorry to hear that.
We can't speak tonight.
No,
I'm sorry, Deborah. I hope you're feeling okay. Well, I know you're feeling low. I'm sorry, guys. We need to cheer Deborah up. How much are they? I think we've already answered that. Definitely want to get one. Lovely. Kyle
Maddie's going to kill Kyle.
Kyle overboiled the potatoes, so he didn't do a very good job checking.
That's the wrath of Maddie.
So it's kind of going to be a slasher film here in a sec. I'm really sorry about that, Kyle.
Don't take any inspiration from Terrifier 2.
We've just finished talking about that, and now you've brought it back.
Mashed potatoes.
I don't like that scene.
Kayla, how many cons have we been to?
Too many.
Wow. I've been to Telford 3 times.
That's the name of the horror movie that is making, Lies Kill.
Ooh.
We'll watch that. And if you want, I know we're not a massive
We can come to the
channel.
red carpet and everything.
But we're more than happy to review it for you if you want, because
definitely.
we do like doing movie reviews. It's been great talking to you guys again, but I've got to go and get some sleep now. Thanks for a good chat. Take care and talk to you soon. Bye. I will keep calling you Jack, my darling, but bye. It was nice talking to you. I don't know why I sounded like that. It's an Oodie Smithy. I've been trying to get him out of it
since Christmas Day.
Since Christmas Day.
Boxing Day.
He won't leave. I think it's just called Pinocchio, but I think the hook is Lies Kill. That's honestly, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Lies Kill would be an awesome title.
Yeah.
Be sick. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are great. I mean, we're not great. We're just weird. We're just
here.
We're just an unhinged bunch of people. I really enjoyed meeting you at For the Love of Sci-Fi event. I hope to see you guys again at another con. Yes, please do. We love meeting people. We love doing the thing.
The interact.
We love doing a hecking interact. Honestly, like I said it before, like meeting so many people at the conventions, especially the past year, has been absolutely insane, and we can only thank you. We can never express how much it means to us, because we can't put into words and articulate how much it means to us, but just know that it means a freaking lot to me. Kyle's wearing the same hoodie. We've been informed, and they're going to, what did they call it? Simpson Bush babies. You know, earlier in the chat, they're going to be the Bush babies. We've decided.
So I think me and Kyle should go to a con in these.
You're not doing that.
Well, someone went to Love of Sci-Fi.
You're not doing that. Any of you guys who haven't already, go listen to the podcast for Lou and Gareth too.
I'm taking charge of the next episode.
Yes, he is, because if you guys didn't know, the next episode is going to be the Halloween franchise, and the next topic is going to be horror movie props. So what makes like a memorable horror movie prop? And we're actually going to be speaking to our friend Harvey, who has made our wedding book for us, because it's the Necronomicon from Evil Dead. I'm so excited to show you. But yeah, that's going to be the next podcast for you guys. But we've got some really interesting topics to talk about, I think. And hopefully we're going to get some, guests on the podcast. We'll see. I can't promise anything, but from the ideas we've got, hopefully it's going to be exciting for you. Where are we at? It's going to be covered in mash soon. Kyle, you had one job. I don't know what you want me to say.
Oh, he's doing a Critters movie.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope he does. I hope he does well with it. Like it's so nice to hear about horror movie projects that are coming, and that's freaking awesome. That's absolutely awesome, Aiden. Like I hope he has an amazing time doing it, and it's just so nice to hear about horror content that's coming out.
Yeah,
especially Pinocchio. That
Mickey Mouse.
That little thing scares me. Scares the crap out of me. Fingies. So glad I managed to meet you guys at Liverpool. I honestly wouldn't have been able to meet any of the guests I've met if I didn't speak to you guys. Thank you. Don't need to thank us.
It was inside you all along.
It honestly was. Like Grace she's my precious little cinnamon roll, and I will always say that on this channel. I love her dearly, and if anybody hurts her, I will kill them. But when we first met Grace, like it was just such a beautiful moment, and she was so excited to see us, and it's just so nice to see how your confidence blooms and grows, and you're just absolutely nailing life. So well done, you're absolutely smashing it, Grace. Who is the biggest guest you have met? Wow. I think that's subject to personal. For me, the biggest guest I have ever met is Bruce Campbell. Like he is
that's on a subjective level, but then
that's why I'm saying it's subjective to individual. Like, what would you consider big? I guess.
Yeah, like mine would be Nick Castle and James Stewart Courtney. But then on the flip side, if you want to say the biggest guest is in status wise, like Hollywood status, yours would be Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot that I met Helena Bonham Carter.
And then I think for me,
Aidan has sent me things. Thank you.
I think for me, it would be Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, that was mad. Aidan, that looks horrendous.
Oh, wow.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that. I'm following your father now.
Or is it his father's friend?
That honestly, so I've been informed. Thank you. So if you're on Instagram, you need to follow Old School Gentlemen for their that's my father's mate for Aidan's dad's friend, because they are doing the Pinocchio and it looks freaking terrifying. I don't know if I'm going to watch that. I'm not going to lie. I'm a scared boy. Yeah, so like Helena Bonham Carter.
What? Where are we at? The donut, Kyle.
Maddie gave me the look of confusion with our Homer Bush baby name.
Actually, it should be egg. Call it Eggs for Bart if you haven't seen that fan-made game.
It's not right.
That's exactly Smith straight there.
Eggs for Bart. I love that horror game.
I do buy Eggs for Bart.
You're all unhinged.
Yeah, Maddie, about Copia. Actually, yeah, because we met Papa.
That was one of the best experiences, but one of the quickest experiences of my life. We drove 3.5 hours down to London and 3.5 hours back again.
For a 10-minute meet and greet.
To meet Cardinal for 10 minutes. And he, listen, height is a very important thing for me, okay? Like, I'm a tall boy. So when I first met Gareth, I literally said to him, because we met on Tinder, I was like, I can appreciate if this sounds really shallow to you. However, how tall are you? Because I was actually speaking to another guy first and he was 5'2". And it never would have worked. And when we met Cardinal, he's so little. He's so small. He came up to me here on my shoulder, and I was like, a
little bit taller.
That was hair volume from the mask. He was such a small person, but yeah, he was amazing. His eye contact is mad. I'm off now. Need to get really ready for bed. See you on Saturday. Love you both. Love you too, Jade. I will see you on Saturday.
I'll be in bed on Saturday.
I nearly died when I seen your vlog with Papa. I promised I wasn't jelly. I'm jelly of me, and we met him. No, we've done the Eggs for Bart. But keep this hush hush. Me and my dad might be writing a horror movie as well.
Nice.
Well, if you ever need actors, I'm not the best, but I can try. When I met, I'm going to butcher this name.
I know. Ken Kersinger.
Help me.
He was Jason in Freddy vs. Jason.
They have very tall boys for Jason, don't they?
Derek Mears.
Oh my God! He was such a nice person to meet. He was so nice. Like, he was just... So I didn't know who Derek Mears was.
Until the Boulay Brothers.
Until he did a guest spot on the Boulay Brothers, which, if you like drag and you like horror, you absolutely need to watch it. But he did their showcase, and I thought he was awesome in it. You'd seen him from the Friday the 13th remake he was in.
Yeah.
And we just got talking to him. Bearing in mind, we didn't know a lot about him. We ended up talking to him for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And honestly, he was one of the nicest people we have ever met. And he was like, do you want a selfie? And we were like, I'm so sorry. We haven't bought money for it. And he was like, no, it's free. Excuse me?
Don Shanks, it was free as well.
Yeah. Honestly, trying to get a free selfie at a convention is like unicorn crap. It just doesn't happen.
The more you know.
Wait, hang on a second.
I was looking at
Warwick Davis as Jason if they make a new Friday. Somehow that would be like a lot scarier.
Just seeing a little tiny Jason. Kyle, I've got a little problem with that. He'll hold the machete, but he'll be like Hans Mole Man. You call that a knife? This is a knife. Oh, down I go.
I'm sorry. When you said Mole Man, I was just like, I am the
Underminer.
The Underminer from The Incredibles. Also, in Jason Takes Manhattan, Ken Kirzinger was the waiter in the restaurant that got thrown into the wall by Kane Hodder. The more you know. Ah. And also, Kane Hodder did the... Yes, I know that. I love mocap.
And Scout Taylor Compton did as well.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. My problem with the games like that, because Killer Clowns from Outer Space is going to be one, and my problem with it is I'm a very introverted person, so playing multiplayer, and that's what ruined the Evil Dead game for me, because I was really excited for that. But once you've done the individual missions, which are really hard to do, bear in mind, like once you've done that, there's not really much point to having it anymore. So I think if you like playing multiplayer, then it's fine. Go for it, enjoy it. However, I don't. Chris Hill, hello, hi.
How are you doing?
That's all I've got. I'm so sorry.
Welcome to the madhouse. It's been a bit of a madhouse.
Welcome to the madhouse. It's been a lot. I don't think he'd be doing the slow walk. He'd be using his Segway. So we've got this new pitch for you. A new Friday the 13th remake with Warwick Davis on a Segway. Do you think they would actually give us money for that? Also, what do you think of the Halloween series getting made?
Yeah, there's a Halloween TV there's talks of a Halloween TV show.
Aidan, we're not talking about that anymore. Thank you. We're not talking about the bedroom scene from Terrifier 2. Good Christ. I feel like a tired school teacher right now. I don't know what they're going to do with it. In my head, I can't see it. But you're more of a Halloween buff than I am. So, like, how would that look to you? How would a series look to you?
It depends on the story. That's what Malak Akkad said as well. Like he's had so many pitches that he's turned down. Like the Halloween Hellraiser crossover. There was going to be a crossover, but Malak Akkad didn't want to do it because his dad originally produced Halloween, so he's very protective.
He's very protective of it, which like I absolutely get, And if you've got the power to look at all these ideas and go, that's stupid, that's stupid, that's stupid, go for it. I don't know how Hellraiser and Halloween would come together. Like I can't see that in my mind's eye. Some people probably could. And I get that 100%. But then I suppose, like, you'd have to delve into that supernatural element of Michael being supernatural, because if just a guy went up against Pinhead, that would be a very short movie. It just wouldn't work because, you're bringing in the otherworldly, hellish demons fighting against this man. And I don't know how that would work, but that's just me personally. I'm hoping there will be a new Halloween game for the PS4, but should have a campaign on it and not just online like with TCF. Yeah, no, I agree, Chris, 100%.
There are talks of a Halloween video game.
See, I'd love that, and it'd be really nice because we could play that together.
Yeah, we've got the board game.
I'd always be Laurie Strode and you'd always be Michael, so, it'd get pretty boring pretty fast. But yeah, we have got the board game. We are hoping to play it at some point, but you can play it as a 2-player.
Yeah.
So honestly, if people are up for it, I might just film it.
Yeah.
Us playing it.
Yeah.
Because you can play it as so one of you can be Michael and one of you can be
everyone else.
Laurie or whatever character you want to be, because it's all the teenagers from the first one.
It's all the teenagers. It's Brackett and Loomis.
Oh, Loomis.
I shot him 6 times!
I love that he was drunk most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
I really love that. It's going to be just like the Scream one. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, because that just didn't... I don't know. I don't know. Like, it doesn't... the notion doesn't excite me as, like, going to the cinema and being like, oh my God, there's a new Halloween movie and this looks really good. But that's just me. That's absolutely just me. My friend saw Warwick Davis on a Segway in IKEA, and it's something I think about daily.
Do you think he has a Bluetooth speaker with "They See Me Rolling"?
Linda hated. Well, the last convention that he was at, apparently he was a nightmare to go and see. So
The last few.
Yeah, he's not been very nice. Speaking of which, have you guys heard about the Lost Boys musical? Yes, we have. This is my time to shine, because I do the musical thing. Yes, and I can see it. I can see the scene where they're all holding on to the railway track.
We're just hanging around.
I can see it all, and I can see it being a musical. I can see, like, you know, I Still Believe being in it, and Cry Little Sister, Lost in the Shadows. I can see it all. Like, you look at some movies and you think, no, definitely not. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you'd probably be like, yeah, it'd be interesting to see, but maybe not. But then with something like Lost Boys, you're like, yes, I can absolutely see it. So I really hope that it comes over to the UK. People are strange. Sorry, Aidan, my bad. I'm an idiot. Yes, I can imagine that being a really cool ensemble number as well.
As a closer as well.
What, People Are Strange?
Well, you could have it as people are taking the bows.
Yeah, could do that. Yeah. But I can imagine that being a really cool ensemble number as they're coming into the town. That would be sick. Where are we at? Pardon my French, but the Scream show was crap.
Never watched it.
Well, at least we don't have to watch it now.
But apparently, I think they're going to get some guests from that show at For Love of Horror. Will
you be going to For the Love of Horror this year? Yes.
We're there all weekend.
We're there the whole all weekend.
I speak no good English.
My English speak not so good today. I want to see the Evil Dead musical. I also want to see the Evil Dead musical, but apparently it's awful, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't I don't know how I feel about Ash singing about, like, you know, mowing down deadites. I don't know how that would happen. But for the people who have seen it, I'd love to be in their heads right now. Michael singing on how his noodles were worse. The pure injustice of it all. You going to For the Love of Horror to meet Tim Curry?
Fantasy.
Sorry, For the Love of Fantasy to meet Tim Curry. We are not. As far as we're aware, we're not going.
No, the only guest that I wanted to, because Tim Curry would be amazing, but the only way you can meet him is for photo ops.
Yeah, so apparently a lot of his autographs are pre-done just because of how he's doing in himself, which I completely understand that 100%. I think it would upset me too much seeing him.
Don't get me wrong, it would be a fantastic opportunity for people.
And I know that he has such a good time doing conventions. Like, he literally thrives off them. But I think from growing up with him and then just knowing what happened, and I get too emotional. I've got, like, horrendous empathy where I'll just be watching a TikTok of a dog that hasn't been fed on time and I will cry. That's who I am as a person. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Kayla, I'm going for just the Saturday, so hopefully I will see you both again. Hopefully we're we're hoping that this year it's going to be a lot more relaxed.
Because who's my list at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4,
He's down in Army of Darkness, which is probably the only example I'll get of Bruce singing. Facts are facts, Kyle. It's true. I didn't even think about that. What was it? Oh, what's an opinion that people might think? Oh, I'm not too sure about that.
With regards to
anyway, opinion. I'm not a massive fan of Army of Darkness. I'm not. I think it's because I got when I first watched it, I saw it with the bad ending, and it really upset me. So I don't know. I think some bits of it are really good. Don't get me wrong, and I absolutely enjoy the practical effects of it, you know, the work behind it, because the skeleton army is brilliant. Evil Ash is brilliant.
And
the makeup, Bill Moseley being in it is brilliant. However, the storyline just absolutely does not do it for me. Like, I hate stuff about going back in time. It has to be a very, you know, an exceptional storyline for me to enjoy things going back and forth in time.
Back to the Future.
What? I'm not a massive fan of Back to the Future.
I love Back to the Future.
But I'm not saying like it's a bad movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie at all. It just doesn't appeal to my interests. Whereas somebody going into a cabin and watching all of their friends slowly going insane and being forced to choose between saving your friends or hacking them up with a chainsaw, that is definitely my vibe. Everyone's getting really mad at me about Back to the Future now. Oh, it's a good movie. It is a good movie. It just doesn't tickle my pickle. I'm sorry. I really like the bit with Earth Angel, though. I really love that bit.
The Under the Sea dance.
And I also...
And you've actually heard the actual people do it live.
I have. And I also really love Doc Brown. I do really like Doc Brown and Marty. I think they're really fun. It just weirds me out that his mum tries to come on to him. But it's not her fault because she doesn't know, but it's weird.
Grace.
Do you guys like the 2017 It? It's one of my favourite films of all time. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love part 1 and I love part 2 very, very much.
Until you had a panic attack because of the spider.
Yeah, so picture this, if you will. So we went to go and see the second one, right? Now, I like to think I know what's going on with movies. I really do. And the bit where it's it's not Richie. Oh my god. It's his severed head. Stan, thank you. So his head started changing. And I literally went into a mode of, babe, what's going on? And then the legs started coming out. And I had one of the biggest panic attacks I've ever had in my entire life. Bearing in mind, the cinema was really busy, so we had to sit quite close to the front. And it got to a point where Gareth was like, I think I need to take you out because this is not okay. So that's the only bit that I don't like about the new It.
The chapter 2.
Chapter 2. But honestly, I really, really enjoy them. Everyone's getting really mad at me about it. I'm not a Back to the Future fan either. It's okay, just not my cup of tea. Thank you, Madison. But it's Leah Thompson. I know, I'm sorry. I really like her. I do really like her. Oh my god. This has gotten so controversial so fast. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've never been a massive fan of like time travel movies. They don't do it for me. Like, the only exception for time travel media is Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who, but I don't know. It's just not my vibe. I went through the same thing with Lights Out. I stayed up quite late with the fear of something grabbing my leg out of the bed. So, Lights Out is an interesting one. The short, I love. I think that's brilliant. I think it's short but sweet but really enjoyable, and the payoff for it is brilliant. It's so simple. But then with a mechanic like that, trying to make it into a movie, after a while it gets, to me, it gets boring. So just having the same premise of, oh crap, she's here, I need to turn the lights on. Oh, but what if they turn the lights off again? Oh my God, she's closer. It doesn't really do it for me. I don't really remember the whole storyline of it. I'm not going to lie.
I think it was regarding someone who had she couldn't be out in natural light because you can get, there's people with genuine skin conditions.
Oh God, yeah.
And then I think she dies in a fire, or then she burns and she just burns to death. And then her vengeful spirit kills people in darkness.
Yeah, I don't know. Carla! Kirsty, where did that come from? Harvey! Oh my God, it's all happening. Okay, so guest banners. Oh my God, right, I'm going to take this one at a time. So Harvey is the one that made our wedding book, and it's so amazing, and I can't wait to show you. And hopefully what we're going to do is we're going to get Harvey on the podcast next month, because we're talking about horror movie props, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I've literally been singing your praises for like the past half an hour, Harvey, so thank you for joining us. Carla, hello. We were talking about you, not in a bad way, I promise. We were talking about you with Terrifier 2 and like ruining your evening temporarily and thinking you might have gone missing. Yes, we had that. And then Kirsty joins in with, have you seen the Mr. Blobby horror house in the woods?
Yeah, so the old Mr. Blobby's house, I think it was a theme park. It was going to be like a theme park attraction, and it just lies abandoned in the middle of the woods. I'm surprised Paul and Kirsty haven't gone urban exploring to it.
I have an unnatural fear of Mr. Blobby. I do not like him.
But you love the video of him.
But I love the video of how unhinged he is when he comes through on this morning and just beats the crap out of everything as he goes, because that is a mood. But Mr. Blobby scares the life out of me. Aidan, what happened? Daily occurrence for me. I love fruits on spaghetti toasty surrounded by frogs. And Aidan, I think you've had a moment. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I had a bit of a moment. Yes, you did. We love you too, Harvey, very much. Like, if you haven't checked Harvey's workout, you really need to, because it's amazing. He's just done the Witch King from
the Witch King of
Lord of the Rings.
And a huge costume.
It's insane. It's insane. Sorry, Kayla, we completely forgot that question. Have you got any guest banners? No, because we have no room in the house. But if I had my way, we would. Whose guest banner would you want?
I would have wanted Nick and James.
I would have wanted Bruce Campbell.
It's a shame Wales never do banners.
I will get one day. I will get a banner one day.
Have you got any, Kayla?
Yeah, let us know. Cry. Bottom. Oh my God, where Noel's house party was filmed. No, that just all of that. It's
Crinkly Bottom.
No, hate it, all of it. There is an old theme park called Camelot nearish me.
Yes,
I know Camelot.
We drive past Camelot.
That is abandoned, and it was medieval themed. It's crazy to go around. So we had a similar one, and it was called American Adventure, and that is also abandoned. And I got, during the pandemic, I kind of went a little bit loopy when I wasn't working at the hospital, and I was watching all of these urban explorers. And I just thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if we could like break into American Adventure and vlog it? We're not going to do that. We're not going to become urban explorers. I'm really sorry. That pipe dream is never going to happen. Mainly because Gareth is too Too much of a goody two shoes.
Yes.
He won't let me do unhinged things.
To a degree.
No, but I'm going to get one because they're on sale now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Monopoly have got a January sale on for pop-up banners.
Okay, that's exciting. Aidan, drinking hot chocolate, watching Lucifer's live stream, just what I needed before I go to college tomorrow. You're welcome! We like to be terrible influences and get everybody wappy. Deborah, I hope if you're still here, if this chat has made you feel any better. I really do. Newsham.
Yeah, Newsham Park.
Is cool for all things paranormal. I never wanted to run from anywhere faster.
That's where they had the new scare park in Liverpool.
Can you go there as a visitor? Because I'd like to go there as a visitor.
It's that place because we want to talk to David about.
Yes, we did. We did. If you were a vegetable, what would you be and why? Interesting. Okay, so. Oh, man.
A roast potato.
Not just a potato, a roast potato.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're crunchy and yummy.
If I were a vegetable.
I know you'd be my sweet potato.
Oh, that's so sorry, that was gross. Do you know somebody going off on that tangent on Tinder? Literally played the thing, literally sent me a message saying, if you're a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber. And I promptly blocked them. And I was like, oh, what is this? If I was a vegetable, I'd want to be, mine's out the gutter, something big, something hard, and something sturdy.
A butternut squash.
A butternut squash. So when people throw me off really tall buildings, I will literally just break someone's head open whilst breaking myself open, thus ending my pathetic existence as a butternut squash. I hope that answered your question, Aidan. I did see one where people were going into the top. Oh my God, this is becoming cursed. Top's house, and the landowner didn't like people going to the house as it was trespassing on the land, so the landowner decided to burn the house. Oh my God.
Well, where the Teletubbies house used to be is now a lake.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I see the Teletubbies on a daily basis at work, so I don't really want to visit their house. Like, the movie is finished and we're still going.
Yeah.
We'll keep the chat going for at least another 15 minutes. Yeah, there are some locations I really love to go to this year. It's just a case of whether it's feasible or not. Yeah. But we will keep you up to date with that. The Teletubbies are scarier than Mr. Blobby. Kirsty, you don't have to work with them, my darling. How are you both, loves? Good. I hope you're looking awesome. And I've just about got over Terrifier, so we're all good. Well, we're fine. I'm emotionally devastated because of these bunch of degenerates making me cry for the first half an hour of the stream. Where are we at? So yeah, we're fine. I can highly recommend. I highly recommend. It's only 2 minutes away from me and Maddie, so I cover the doors and windows with salt. I hope you get haunted, Kyle. I really do. In the nicest possible way. We will look at it. We'll think about it. I'd be an asparagus because I'm lanky and not many people like me. I'm not laughing because people don't like you, but that's really funny. I love that. I also really wow. I personally really like asparagus, so you're in good company. I can imagine you could do some damage with a carrot.
Yeah, sharpen it up.
Kyle, stop now. No, it's true. I do really like asparagus. I actually bought it once, but I didn't cook it properly and it didn't end well. I don't like asparagus. I don't like butternut squashes, my love. So you're in the same boat. No, we're not going to talk about the Teletubbies and Mr. Blobby anymore. I've decided to retcon that from the chat now. My guideline for haunted buildings and place is supernatural. That's where I get my knowledge. I want to delve more into it, but I am scared.
We'll just keep going to Chester, My Haunted Hotel.
Well, this is the problem. So the last time we went to My Haunted Hotel, they very kindly gave me an Ouija board from the hotel. They all signed it and it was really lovely. However, weird things have been happening recently. And I'll tell you one. So I've got a music box that I was given like when I was little, because I love music boxes. It's Barbie, if anybody wants to know. I know, I hate myself too. So I've been cleaning out this, that, and the other, and I got the music box out. Bearing in mind, this thing hasn't been wound up for years. Like it's out of smoke, basically. I hadn't touched it, hadn't touched the spring or anything, and it starts playing. Interesting thing that's happening. So we don't know whether it's a case of the Ouija board has brought something, or it's just excited what's already here, because I know that there's something already here. I've seen it. That's why I don't like the guest bedroom. So yeah, that's the current update on the supernatural shindig. Tucker and Dale was pretty good. I know. I love this film. We didn't end up watching any of it.
I watched it.
We watched quite a few. Thanks. We watched quite a few bits. I'm corresponding here.
But if you notice this, that's what Grim Life Collective do.
Yeah.
When they're with their live streams.
It's nice because if there's a
See you later, Kirsty.
Oh, I see. You care about traitors more than you care about your best friends. No, it's quite all right. It's fine. Have a lovely evening, Kirsty. We'll see you. I'll see you on Saturday. Yeah, so if there's like a horror movie that you want to watch and you're not too sure about it, you can put the chat on in the background. I'm sorry, you will be. It's nice to have this chat on in the background, and we can just chat whilst you're watching the movie, and it feels like you're with a bunch of friends, and it's really nice and it's fun.
Like lockdown all over again.
Yeah, it really is. I hated that. If we aren't talking about Blobby or Teletubbies, can we talk about the one scene from a certain movie with a mime clan? No, we can't. Stop. We have an Ouija board nailed into our bedroom wall, along with a haunted doll called Big
Baby.
Who named that? Maddie found in the woods, so our room is like a Warren's museum.
You could charge people to come and visit that.
Yeah, you could.
Get a business going.
The paranormal is very subjective to a lot of people. Like one of the topics we want to do, Maddie came up with the name. I'm so proud of Maddie. Big Baby, Big Boy. The paranormal is very subjective, and we're going to talk about it as one of our topics. One of our topics. And people will either like it or they'll hate it. This is on the podcast. And some people just flat out don't believe it. They don't. I get that 100%. It's, unless you've seen something, you don't. You don't. But once something has happened to you, or you've had an experience, it just completely rewires how you think and you feel about a lot of things.
And how you see the world.
And how you see the world. So, for example, one thing that I have concrete evidence on, and I know why, because I had someone with me during the pandemic. I was a helper at the hospital. I was a domestic. So what we do is we go around the hospital, we clean certain areas, and make sure it was safe for the patients. It was a horrible time. I really suffered mentally because of it. Like, I've got PTSD from it. And one of the wards we had to do was the cancer ward, because we were cleaning it ready for cancer patients to come back in, so they could do their triages, they could do their appointments, fine, cool, whatever. Now this ward, it's basically a long corridor with offices. And you've got 2 doors before you go into the corridor. And you had to get somebody with clearance to open the doors. We didn't have that clearance because we were lowly cleaners. Anyway, we moved. So we were waiting at the front door, and we were like, we may as well get comfortable because all the lights were off. Clearly, everybody had gone for their break, their dinner, whatever. We're going to have to wait a while. All the lights are off. That's very important. So as we're waiting, this nurse, and she's in a purple pinafore, she's got a pixie cut, and she's got thick black glasses. I'll never forget her. She walks through the first door, onto her right, into one of the gamma rooms. And I'm like, oh, knock on the door. We've both seen her. We both clock her. We're like, knock on the door because then she can give us clearance to let us in. So we knock. Nothing. Knock again. Nothing. Waiting for a while. And then we notice the lights in the corridor. Now, these lights are activated by movement. So no matter what, if you're walking, they'll turn on. The lights were off. They hadn't been activated. Now, me and my friend had both seen that, and we'd asked the rest of the people later if there was anybody by that description that worked there. No. So when you have an experience like that, it's messed up. But then at the same time, because I was there during the pandemic, I was essentially surrounded by death. Like, there was a corridor that I'd have to clean up, and it was known as Death's Corridor because that's where all of the cadavers would be sent. Bearing in mind, the usual shape of a cadaver you'd see is an adult. And there was one day that was particularly hard because there was their body bags, and it was about this big. And it was a baby. And that was when the pandemic, I was in the maternity ward and like the cancer ward, and that was when the pandemic had come to us, and it was killing the mothers, the children, all sorts. It was a horrible, horrible time. But when you're surrounded by that much death, seeing things like, I saw things on the daily, and it completely changed my mindset from this is really messed up and I can't believe this is happening to this is just a normal part of life now. So, and I'd tell you all of this, but because you hadn't been there and you hadn't seen it, I wouldn't expect you to, I wouldn't expect you to believe me.
But I'd seen something myself when I was in Towers.
Yeah.
In one of the scare mazes, in the ruins themselves. I just saw this shape just go from one side to the other, and I knew it wasn't a person because there's a triggered effect up in that in that corner that never went off. Yeah,
and sorry, this has gone down a really deep rabbit hole, but my point is, with stuff like that, it's very subjective to the individual. And the last thing I want is for people. So when we do this episode, because we are going to do a paranormal episode about paranormal experiences.
Hopefully get Brett on it.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to do it at My Haunted Hotel in Chester. Please don't feel like we're forcing our opinions onto you guys. This is just the experiences we've had. And because I'm sensitive, I've had those experiences. I've been attacked. I've been grabbed.
You got punched in the stomach.
I've been punched in the stomach. To be fair, I did antagonize the entity that was in there. That was my fault. But I got strangled when I was growing up. Yeah, so it was. I'll tell you guys because people say it's a cool story. So in my old house, like growing up, every other night I would hear footsteps coming up the stairs. Now this went on for years, and it'd be like the first three stairs be fine. This was when what?
Sorry, Dean. His movie's going into a film festival.
Oh, that's exciting. So it'd be the first three stairs. Bearing in mind, my mum and dad would both be asleep, and then as the years went on, it would get closer, essentially. So it would move up the stairs. And there was one night, and I kid you not, and I remember it as clear as day. So it started at the bottom, and I was like, here we go again. It is what it is. But then it got to the top of the landing, and it carried on around, and then it came up the last three stairs to the top of the stairs. My door opens. This man comes in. He's pretty much looks like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like thinner glasses, really like sandy hair. Big tall bloke comes in, grabs me, and I'm literally holding on to his wrist, and I can feel how cold his hand is and the hairs on his hand. 1 minute he's there, next minute gone. You know, I'm not expecting people to believe that because they weren't there. It's just my, it's just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
However, the fact that you've heard footsteps.
Oh yeah.
My ex has heard footsteps. His little brother has heard footsteps. My mom heard like masculine groans, she'd call them, that when my dad was away at work, up at Scotland, he bought me a little plush toy from Scotland. That was quite nice. She would hear like really aggressive, masculine, like groans and grunts. It is what it is. But again, I'm not expecting any of you to believe it because you weren't there. So it's going to be a very interesting podcast. Where are we going with this? Sorry. Oh my God. I've literally lost where we are with the chat. Fun fact, I don't have friends on Wednesdays. What day are we on?
No, I think it's if you scroll up, you get the first part of that.
I read the first bit of it.
And then we've got into
what day are we on?
It's Thursday.
Yay! On any other day for that, or any other day for that matter. I collect Monster High dolls. So do I. And Kai has Star Wars hot toys, so there's just eyes everywhere in the bedroom, scary in the dark. Yeah,
the bedroom in your nan's house.
My old bedroom at my nan's house just had porcelain dolls in it, and it was horrendous. I also have a recommendation, which I think you guys will probably find very funny and ridiculous, but I recommend a series called Mountain Monsters. Okay. I'm up for a recommendation. I'm up for that. I'm currently watching Has Been Hotel on Amazon at the moment. Oh my God, I don't know how you did that. I'd be a mess. I don't know how I did it either. I really don't. Most of the time I was scared crapless, but I just got on with it. I think the most experience I've had was someone saying it's all real while I was in bed, and I heard a very angry grunt behind me in a hallway in Newsham, which I think followed me home for a while. Yeah, that stuff you've got to be really careful about. I also heard Maddie's voice calling me when she's at work, and I've been the only one at home. Don't like that.
Has Maddie hidden a Bluetooth speaker somewhere?
Is it like when you get a camera for your dog to check in and make sure they're okay? Yeah. My dad, when I was a kid, heard a noise in the middle of the night, got scared and tried to run into his parents' room. But yes, I have. But something was stopping him getting through the door. He could see their room. Oh, no, I don't like that. I really believe in this type of stuff. When I was 12, my best friend passed away, and I'm convinced to this day that I saw and heard her walk past my door a few days later. It's so scary but real. Yes, I have. Caught me out. See, this is the thing. It's terrifying. It wouldn't surprise me. She chases me around the house with spike. I'm a severe arachnophobe, so I can't help you with that, Kyle, I'm afraid. I can only apologise for that. That's the worst thing about being a goth.
The spiders. And
everyone's like, oh, well, you're a goth, you'll like spiders. Well, no, that's not true. That's just a harmful stereotype. Halloween is the freaking worst for me because I want to do all the spooky shopping, and then I've got a freaking tarantula staring back at me, and I'm like, I don't really like that. That's not my vibe. Got them tattooed all over me. If anyone sees a mime clown in their house, run. Smithy, we've stopped talking about Terrifier.
Although, fun fact, Atmos Effects, they're a company in the States, but you can buy their stuff over here. They do DVDs where you can project things onto your walls or have them on your TV or project them in windows. And they've got a clown package, and one of them is art. They actually got David Howard Thornton and Damien Leone to do Art the Clown for this Halloween decoration.
And stupid me says he can have it when we have a house. So that's on me. I've never experienced anything, but my mum is very superstitious, and my dad has experienced things, but I don't believe because I can't understand. I don't believe in paranormal.
But mime clowns.
I really feel like we need to make this into a t-shirt for Loucifer.
Can we have David Howard Thornton in the chat?
Yeah, can we stop talking about that bedroom scene, please?
Next comment comes up, David Howard Thornton. It was fun to film.
To be fair, I did put up when we were doing the Terrifier 2 live stream, I did put it up and he did comment saying, I hope you have a wonderful time. And I was
Yes,
like,
he
oh my
did.
God, this stream's been blessed by Art the Clown. He's honestly so wonderful. He's such a lovely man. And he's slightly hot. Is Art the Clown hot?
Is it the nose?
Yes, that absolutely does it for me, 100%. So yeah, what we're going to do is in the next 5 minutes, we're pretty much going to wrap up. So yeah, this has honestly... Grace, I love that you're unhinged as I will stand by that till the day I die. I'm so glad you're as unhinged as I am. We were literally saying this. We went to watch Thanksgiving. And all the way through it, you were like, oh, this guy's a really good, like, slasher. He's a really good killer. And all the way I was like, yeah, but is he hot? Yeah, but is he hot? And I really want to make that a Loucifer t-shirt. So if you want that, we're going to do that. This slasher's really good, but is he hot? Art is daddy. Yes. We'll call Art daddy. Just for you, Aidan. Art can be daddy.
Daddy Art.
Daddy Art. Why are we like this? Yeah, so it's, oh my God, I need that. Yes. Okay, all right then. I've heard you loud and clear. Even if it's just for you, Grace, I will make a t-shirt that says, yeah, but is he hot? Hello? Somebody's messaging me. Oh, old school gentleman is liking my thing and doing the thing and following me. Thanks, Aidan. Much appreciated. Yeah, so there's a lot of exciting things going on this year. And so has Man Crush gone from Ryan Reynolds to Art? Yes. Can you imagine if you put that on Twitter? Ryan Reynolds, I'm really sorry. I thought you were daddy, but now I think Art the Clown is daddy. And he's just like, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, Art the Clown, he entertains, he cooks.
Here on
cleans up his mess.
Here on Loucifer, we don't kink shame. We accept people from all walks of life. If you want to call Art the Clown daddy, we will call Art the Clown daddy.
Is this going to be a separate wing of the Art the Clown Appreciation Society? I
don't know. I feel like he's got personality. It's not just looks, guys. Yeah, so I keep going off on a tangent. This has honestly been one of... Smithy, are you trying to call me out?
And Carrie Elwes.
I think, I'm not going to lie, Dr. Gordon is literally my favourite apprentice because I just think he's so freaking hot. And then when he comes back again and he's just had his glow up as an apprentice and I'm like, yes, girl, speak your truth.
He's gone on his villain arc.
No! Costas Mandalore is daddy.
Daddy Hoffman.
Daddy Hoffman, yeah. Yes. And can cook mean mashed potatoes. Kyle, you're listening in on this? I feel like that's going to open a new can of worms.
Does this make Kyle, now whenever he has to cook potatoes, he has to dress up as Art the Clown?
I make mashed potatoes like Art the Clown. Daddy Hoffman, oh my God. Kyle got mugged off. I feel like we've just got a bunch of really thirsty people now. Yeah, so I'll say my piece, and then if anybody else messages, that's fine.
Just thinking for your design for that, but is he hot? Just have it as, but is he hot? But then have like Michael Myers lying in the same pose as Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
I don't care what anybody says, right? I still think Nick Castle is hot. And I still think James Dew Courtney is hot. And if anybody disagrees, then they're wrong. Really enjoyed the stream tonight, guys. I'm glad you did. My mashed potatoes are sublime. The crack guy.
I like the fact that Kyle and Maddie are in the same room together.
I really hope you're sat next to each other because that is my favourite type. See, Shawnee Smith is mummy.
Yeah. Apart from in Saw X.
what they did to her hair
She had like
is atrocious.
She had like a 10-year-old schoolboy haircut.
Do you know what it was like? It was like Courtney Cox's hair.
Oh, in Scream 3.
Scream 3. It was
Oh.
a travesty. He's in the kitchen. I can hear an echo. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'll talk like this instead, so it's a little bit quiet.
Or ASMR.
Can you imagine Loucifer ASMR? I'm not doing this. You are validating my murderer fascination right now.
What have we done to that innocent girl that we met in Liverpool? I don't
know how I feel about that. Yes, so, right, segue. I'm going to do my piece and then we can chat for a couple more minutes. Wouldn't watch, can't stand it. What are we watching? What are we not watching?
Saw X?
Yeah, no, that's a valid opinion. I completely get that.
Or Carl's Potatoes.
ASMR channel went, no, Smithy, we're not doing it. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Aidan. Yeah. Thank you. Tickets for oh my god, tickets for Whitby
are going up soon.
Ooh. I can't wait. Cheered me up. Yes, thank you. I'm just having trouble with my mental health, but I'm getting there. Hope you are both well. Oh man, I'm sorry, Deb. It's January absolutely sucks for mental health.
It's actually kicked our rear ends for the past week or so. It's only in the past couple of days where we've sort of picked up a bit.
Yeah.
Because we did obviously meeting Avatar last night and doing this time. This has really helped.
This is honestly, we were literally like on death's door before we started this stream. So thank you. Thank you so much to everybody who's literally been a part of the stream. Like, I'm going to go off on a tangent in a minute and then I'll go back to your comments. I promise. You guys make doing this so worthwhile and so rewarding because we get to meet incredible people like you and have a really good, like, we're literally on 2 hours, 10 minutes because the stream is just going so strong at the moment. Like, it's because of you that we want to do this and we want to push to do things. We wanted to push to, I'm not crying again. We wanted to do the podcast for you guys. We wanted to do the live stream for you guys. We wanted to do more videos like of what your interests are because we love you so much. We honestly love you so much. And we wouldn't be doing this without you. So thank you so much. This year's going to be interesting. Like I said, unfortunately, because we are getting married, I know it's horrible. It sucks. We will be vlogging the day. So you guys will be able to be a part of it as much as you can. So we are going to have to go back on a lot of financial things. That might mean that we might not be necessarily doing as many conventions as we usually do. We might not be doing as many gigs as we usually do. However, that's gone out the freaking window because we've literally just come back from a music thing and we're going to see Depeche Mode on Monday.
They were bought in advance.
They were. So we're going to try and make this.
But then again, we might be going Bloodstock.
Good Christ. We're going to try and make this year as interesting as possible for you guys with the podcast, with what's going on, with the conventions. I'm going to be trying to upload as much as possible. However, please remember that I am only human and I am a sensitive boy. Sometimes I do get incredibly overwhelmed. That's nobody's fault. It's just my anxiety. I do need time where I do need to go MIA for a little bit. And it sucks, it really does. But at the same time, I'd much rather have that time MIA for like a week so I can fix that burnout rather than keep chugging along. Then I burn out and then I just don't want to return to it. Right now, how much do I have to donate? Wasn't it £1 equals one price? Shut up! Shut up! But we want to make the channel as amazing as possible for you guys. We really, really do, because you deserve that, because you're all incredible people. Even if you don't think so, because you're an asparagus, Aidan, I'm looking at you. So what I'm saying is we're in a little bit of a rut at the moment with numbers, with being seen, so on and so forth. So even if it's just a case of sharing the videos, or we have merch. I'm going to be making a new merch range this year, even if it is like buying a few bits of merch, like, you know, taking pictures of the screen whilst you're watching us and putting it up on Instagram with hashtag Loucifer YouTuber, getting us out there. It really helps us on our end to expand. because we've noticed that once we're on a roll with the numbers, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and that's how we've managed to reach so many of you.
Yeah. But also, there's also that natural progression as well. Like at the certain times of year, like for downloads, we get a big influx because we see so many people there. For Love of Horror, we get an influx coming in. HorrorCon, all the big events.
Yeah.
There's that natural progression.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think it's also a waiting game. It's like we were talking to the facilitator of the Q&A last night.
Yeah.
And these things do take time. Like it's taken her 10 years to get to where she is now. She's a presenter for Kerrang.
Yeah.
And it's taken her 10 years.
Yeah.
If you look at all the YouTubers now, like Markiplier, 8-Bit Ryan, the gamers, it's taken them years.
And I think as well, because we're such a niche, like we are the darker slice of life, so we do end up doing quite a lot of stuff. But because we're not gamers, we don't get that.
Or we don't live in Florida, and we don't have everything on our doorstep.
And we don't live in London. We are having to be very creative about what content we show you guys. So, you know, there may be some videos that might not necessarily appeal to you, but they might appeal to somebody else. So we're just going to be as inclusive as possible with what we're doing. And, you know, if you do particularly like a certain type of video, let us know and say, oh, we'd love to see more of this, because
and we can see what we can do.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. You know, we're hoping to do
for example, Grace's recommendation in the comments right now.
Sorry, I'm looking at you like I'm looking at a menu at 3 o'clock in the morning after being on the lash. Right.
Right there.
Grace, where are you?
Right there.
Wedding vlog. Yes, don't you worry, my love. I will be doing that thing. So we are going to be doing a wedding mini-series. So that's basically our journey of planning, because there's a massive hole in the market for horror weddings and alternative weddings, because it seems like everybody and their dog who's had a horror wedding hasn't put anything up about it. So it also gives us an opportunity to include you guys, so you can see where we are with the wedding, what's going on. And then we're going to vlog the day. Yeah, we're going to vlog the day as well. So, you know, I hope that's okay. Because everyone who's in the chat, everyone who's subscribed, we consider family. We do consider you family and friends. And even though we can't physically have everyone present, no, we can't, because there's only so many people we could fit. Unless we could build the main stage for download and then fill that field. Doing that guest list has been so hard. It has been so hard. It's been so emotionally challenging as well, because we've looked at it and been like, oh my god, you know, I want this person here and this person here, but we can't facilitate that. We're lucky that we've managed to get your family coming from Australia. But the thing is, I'm a massive people pleaser as well, so that plays into my anxiety of, I feel like I'm letting people down. So we've got entertainment. Play Seven Nation Army on my guitar. Are you waiting for free? Can you do Wonderwall as well? No, I'm joking. I would love that. Honestly, like we hope that you guys enjoy the day and you feel like you're that you feel like you're included with it. And, you know, we want you guys there because you're important to us. I'll come sing for you. We're just going to get a plethora of like random people turn up. Smithy will come dressed as Michael Myers. Oh my god, me and Maddie will come do a duet of Hunter's Moon for you. Shall we just have Rocky Oki? I think we should. And I'll throw in Highway to Hell. Blue watches the bedroom scene. You guys are really hung up on that bedroom scene, aren't you? How about? Oh no, you'll make me sick. What about a live streaming of Terrifier 2 at the wedding? Although there is actually going to be a Terrifier table. I'm literally going back on your comments to, oh god, this is going to make me cry. Check at the right time. It was her job. I just got Lou, don't cry again. I'm past that now. We're okay. I'm not going to cry anymore. You are my favorite channel, and pleasure to see you both too as my good friend. Thank you so much, Chris. We really appreciate it. What can you do, man? Run while you still can. Wedding vlog. Don't worry. Now we're caught up. Oh no, I've ruined everything. You can give yourself an emoji. I don't want to give myself an emoji. I want to bring it back down to the current chat. Christ!
There you go.
There we go. Should add we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Your health is important and comes first. Take all the time you need, Lou. We're all
Aidan,
waiting
we're a
for you
family
wherever
channel.
you feel like you can return. Thank you for the call out. You're welcome. Yeah, so honestly, this has been the best freaking live stream we've ever done. This has been the best live stream. Yeah. They should reenact the bedroom
Family
scene.
Family channel.
What we get up to in the evening of the wedding is nobody's business. We're not vlogging that bit. Yeah, so this stream is honestly, like, hands down, has been the most successful. Michael Myers behind the hedges. Don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas. We've decided for the quick thinking, Lou, rather funny. Thank you. I know, I'm really good.
Used to be a stand-up comedian.
I did used to be a stand-up comedian. I've actually performed at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
I keep telling her she needs to get back into it because there's a comedy club in the town we live in. I'm
just scared. I don't want to be
the amount of stories from like live streams like this.
I don't want to be heckled. There's nothing
just
worse.
Just do a Randy Felt face, and if someone heckles, just go, "What's that weapon?"
Yes, something similar to that actually, Aidan. And Gareth dressed as Myers and Lou dressed as Ash as the cake topper would go crazy. Do I ship them? No, get that out. Get that out.
But are they hot?
but are they hot? We've decided that for the wedding topper, the cake topper, we're going to have a silhouette of the two of us. I'm going to have a knife behind my back and Gareth's going to have an axe behind his back. So that's going to be exciting. But we will show all of that to you in time. We've got a lot to come. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, it's a family channel. That's cool. Thank you very much. I thought of that myself. So yeah, we're pretty much going to end the stream. Are they hot though? I've got to make this t-shirt. I need to figure out how to make this t-shirt. We love you guys and thank you for everything. No, thank you for everything. I feel like, you know, in Megamind, you've never seen Megamind. You know, in Megamind, when what's his name? No, it's not Mr. Manhattan.
I was actually going to say more the lines of The Boys, where it's like, you're the heroes. No, you're the hero. You're the real
I was going, and I love you too, random citizen. Yeah, so this live stream has honestly been one of the most successful ones we've had. If only you guys could get married at For the Love of Horror.
Our friends got married at For the Love of Horror.
He's never seen Megamind.
Yeah, no.
You should feel awful for that, actually. Okay, good talk.
Yeah, our friends got married at For the Love of Horror.
I love art that... I want you. Okay, so homework for tonight.
Make a meme.
Get this rant all night. Sorry, Kyle. I want you on the Facebook page to upload your designs for the "Is He Hot Though" t-shirt. We can make it into a competition, and whoever wins, I will give you that t-shirt for free. Kerry and Mike are great friends of mine too. Been friends with them for a very long while now. Yeah, they're amazing. Kerry is like my convention mum. She's really looked after me. Can't post it on Facebook, but if I send it to you on Instagram, please do. I'd love to see what you think. It's going to be interesting, this t-shirt. I'm not going to lie. However, you know what? When I make the t-shirt, I'm going to make it into a competition anyway, and whoever wins, they'll get that t-shirt. So, you know, we'll do that.
That's what I was thinking, if you get something like that.
Oh my God, that is so daddy. That is what my brain looks like 90% of the time.
But imagine something like that, but with the text, "Is he hot though" on top.
God, that's so hot. That's so attractive. Time to load up Photoshop. If anyone uses that exact image, loses. I really want to make this t-shirt because we're going to do, you're going to love this, we're going to do one podcast episode and it's going to be called Slasher Thirst. and we're going to play a game of Smash or Pass. And it's going to be wonderful. So that's going to be happening this year, and I hope you're all excited for it. I know I am. Yeah. So I think we'll end it there. You guys have been freaking incredible. Thank you. This has been Smash All. I want to, Kyle. I was just about to Billy the Puppy smash. This is so unhinged. This is when someone says Gage smash.
Oh no. And the name of the band was Shawaddy Waddy.
Stan's head smash.
No, that'll be Lou with a cricket bat. Just.
This is really unhinged. I need to stop this madness now. Yeah, so we're gonna end it there. Like, we'll be doing the following live stream next month. However, if people want a live stream where we just like sit and talk for Maddie, stop. Look what you've done, Aidan. You've rubbed off on people. Oh, Christ. Stop it. Behave. Thank you, Kyle. Ali, after the bedroom
smashed. Actually, no, that's Brooke.
You're all sick.
That was Brooke.
Blame Aidan.
In the haunted house scenes, you got smashed into pieces.
Do you know what? She was really hot as well.
She was just a terrible friend.
She was just a terrible. Michael Myers smashed. Yes, Chris. Yes, I would.
I think more like ground up into tiny pieces.
No, it didn't happen. I couldn't think of her name. I can't think of most of them. Don't you worry about it.
I have a good memory.
He has an incredible memory. Every time I've done something wrong, he remembers, and I hate it.
Such as gaslighting me about Burger Kings and Burton-on-Trent.
You're never going to let me live that down, are you?
No, and that's going in the speech.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, Maddie, it's my fault. Am I feeling bad? No. Do I enjoy the pain? Yes. Sienna's mum head smashed. Pyramid Head smash? Do you think that I would smash Pyramid Head?
This is an obvious answer. But then when you put Pinhead in the equation... Cujo. Cujo's just a good boy. Just
Majorly Kai. Maybe Leatherface.
He's a bit of a mummy's boy.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on Leather. Yeah, I think I'll pass on Leatherface. If it was Derek Mears' Jason, I would smash. Are we seriously doing this right now?
No children. No children.
Do you want us to get demonetized?
Malachi.
Pass.
Outlander.
Ash, on the other hand.
The other hand, yeah.
Shut up! Oh my god. You said Cage and I'm in the wrong.
Correction, Lou said Gage.
I did. Aidan, that's one of my favourite things you've said all night. Next to I'm an asparagus and I hate asparagus. Oh my god, we need to stop this now.
You need to go to bed.
If
never go down there.
Yeah. Oh my god, what's his name? Judd, smash or pass?
No, just because Carl put we never go there, Lois. Fred Gwynn.
It's very hard list to create as I'm a funny boy. You are a funny boy. If you want to do a live stream where we're literally just hanging out for an hour, let us know, because we will also do that. I will add that to my already stretched thin schedule. So if you want just a live stream where we are literally just smash or pass live stream. Aiden, you need to stop. Children are one thing, but animals. Oh God, can you imagine if we had a panel at For the Love of Horror and these bunch turned up and all it would be, would you smash or pass this? Would you smash or pass that? Is it hot though? I love you all so much. It's ridiculous. I would be up for that. Okay. Good. You should be, Grace. I think Neil would have nightmares. Smash or pass Pennywise's balloon. I'd have to do a pass because I don't like the sound of balloons when they squeak, and I feel like there'd be a lot of squeaking involved. Do you know my nan tried to raise me as a Christian? This is where we're at. My nan sent me to Christian camp once and it didn't work. And that's where I found out that Nutella have nuts in. I didn't realise Nutella had nuts in. Smash or pass Frankenfurter? Smash 100%. I would smash him so hard. Do you ever look at someone and think, like, you just break them? Kyle, smash. Did I just see Scooter? Did I? Yes, you did. We're entertaining PG-13 territory. Rule 34 has took it. No, we're not doing Rule 34. Grace is like, smash, smash, smash to Frankenfurter. Yeah, we'll definitely do the smash or pass podcast. Yeah. We're gonna have the usual suspects on there, I think.
And we'll have some surprises.
No, we're not putting Pennywise's balloon on there. Anyway, on that note, you all need to go to bed because you're all getting a little bit silly now.
You've all had too much sugar.
You have.
You have to go to bed, otherwise Santa won't come tonight.
You've made potatoes that I'm not sure whether were good or bad or in between.
We've talked about which vegetables we'd be.
Smash or pass, he can get destructive in the bedroom. Smash! For God's sakes, fine, smash! I'd be a leak. They look pleasant. I'm not bringing your potatoes into this anymore because I don't want to cause a domestic in the chat. Right, we're leaving now. So, yes, the next video we've got to look up to new Saw game, smash or pass. I don't want to know how that looks like.
Yeah, it's like if you make the wrong choice. Yeah.
I had a horrible thought in my head then, and I'm not going to continue that. We're not going to do that. Yes.
Aiden, I was going to say Carl's potatoes, mash or roast.
Oh, roast. Yeah, so it's been freaking awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, next live stream will be next month for the reverse bear trap, smash or pass.
Well, it depends. If it's on your head, you can't smash it. So
I'm gonna have to go with the pass there, Smithy. I think that would hurt. Yeah. So honestly, I think with how well the stream's gone, we might do a random hangout at some point. I will keep you guys up to date with that. Yeah, so that's going to be a thing. Obviously, I'm going to be uploading regularly. Maddie, keep your eye out for a message on Patreon. I'll be sending that to you tonight. And then I will be getting up the next poll for next month's watch along. Five Nights at Freddy's will be up there. If you don't pick it, I'm cancelling the channel. It's all going. And before somebody says, Foxy, smash or pass, smash. There you go. It's done. I've got that out there.
Is scatting.
So if you watch the clip of Foxy before he kills someone and put subtitles on it, it says, when he starts doing the dum dum yum dum, it says Foxy begins scatting, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Anyway, we move. Art with sunflower glasses, smash or pass? Smash, always. We'll be we'll be waiting by the mail slot. Jesus Christ, make sure Art ain't in your room, and then the bleach ain't around. Christ. Chica's cupcake, pass. I'm not a degenerate. Right, we're going. We hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember, tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys. Bye.